Good morning, Guyana. A good, great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana, the Guyanese Critic. Y'all know, sir, somebody said last night on the live, and you know most people, ever tell you, smarts is not a big thing in Guyana, you know. Hard-working, dedicated, educated, Guyanese are many things, but smart they're not. So when they see smart, they just get all worked up and in the feelings. Like he cheating. You understand? No joke, I kid you not. I kid you not. Right? Good morning, Bibi. Idris. Idris is your name. Is Idris your name? Is it the proper pronunciation? Idris. Yeah. Here what tell you. Smart is in such scarcity in Guyana that when a Guyanese see you smart, there is an he cheated! He cheated! I'm gonna show you this morning. I came across an article where a young lady with a BS, a BBS, and some other S's wrote an article about the Deputy Speaker of the House. You understand? Who so happens to be a friend of mine. Now, he's got a little turbulent relationship and thing, right? But yesterday now, the Deputy Speaker of the House, Leonard Schumann, my Amerindian brother, talked something about how they're going to eat the belly full. Because you can't protest them kind of protest when a hungry belly. So they're going to eat the belly full and come out for greater confusion. Now, here was the funny thing about that. The Deputy Speaker, while fighting for democracy, was once caught in a photograph with 3 food bags. So these parliamentarians serious about their food. Right? I'm just bringing it clear, because nobody never bring it after as a critic ain't talk about that. The man's my friend, but the man was once caught in a compromising position with 3 food bags. Right? We'll try to get him just so to get his comment on what really transpired yesterday. Right? So, here I realize, there is used people. Remember, none of them is smart. So they take this girl finance and send she in the front because she looks smart. Here we're going on in the opposition camp right now. If you look smart, they're taking you in. Because they're smart by a long shot. They're smart sunset to sundown. Yes, sir. They cow jump over the moon smart is impossible. You ever hear about cow jump over the moon smart? Because a cow can't jump over a moon. So when a person say a cow jump over the moon smart, it is impossible. Yes, sir. You're not going to be smart in this lifetime. Maybe when you go to heaven and lions and tigers and everybody walking amongst one another, right? Then they might get smart. Jesus himself can't figure out how to put smart in a stupid vessel. Because remember, if you got smarts, then the body has to act smart, and smart words would have to come out your mouth. You understand? But if you talking shit your whole life, how suddenly so you gonna start talking smart? When your body develop muscle memory of shit. Right? So this girl now write an article. Somebody send the article we should write to me, man. Some finance. I know where she come from, who sent you, but she looking smart. But the dumbest things come out of her mouth. She's amazing. It's amazing. What has come out of the mouth? I don't know if she last name is finance. She should have named Clueless. Or they should have named she after a car, Mercedes. All it is for is to be driven. You know, give a nice drive, got airbags in the event of a sudden crash, but that's about it. You understand? You ever see anybody driving Mercedes off-road and thing? Nah, it's fit for shit. It's just for the road. You know, I gotta always take your time with it. Park it in the car and left it. And you gotta watch man it. You understand? So, we're going in here. So telling y'all, we're going on now, say. What's the gaff about? I hear y'all till up, say. Call them workers and find out what's the program down there. Let them get itself circumspect. Yeah. So when you got all looks and no brains, we got check out this. She name and she has a BS in her name. I don't know why the surprise that this girl talking BS. The girl put BS behind she name. It got a BS. A MP, MPA. I don't know if it's for M member parliament, a BS, and she's the president of the YFC. All things that I don't know what it mean. So she operating and she's an executive member of the AFC. Like, she just want to be associated with synonyms. Like, oh, you know, what you doing, girl? I want to join the AFC to say, well, I am an executive member of the AFC. I am into BS. And I have an MPA. Oh, God, she's so funny. Yeah. Look smart, but head no good. Oh, God. She nice, she very nice. She named Jurita Finance. She's which one of the finance them? It's now the finance them Ghana, of course. She's some offshoot of one of the finance. You know the finance like the John Finances and so on, right? They're very one of the very affluent families in this country. I know she come out from that family, but she totally Ghana, of course. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I just want somebody just want the address that is coming by you for the problem.
For what reason they could get me on WhatsApp?
Yeah, on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay then.
WhatsApp
Okay then.
all the facts and I will address it right away.
Okay then, thanks.
Yeah. I don't know if the girl get the name by marriage, but I know they finance them. Calculating. This making me look bad. Yes, sir. No, the stupid genes start turning up in the finance them. The finance are brilliant people from since they were brought to Guyana by the British. Right? These were brilliant people. Until now. Well, one of them just all excited about having her name with synonyms, you know? You know me? I'm an MP with the AFC. I'm also a part, I have an MPA, and I'm into BS. Oh God, look smart, not smart. Yes, sir. She's an offspring. She ain't one of them. I'm telling you. The finance them, the real finance them. This ain't one of them. This is an offspring. Like when you're looking for the family tree, you know when you're looking at the family tree, who is who, there's a leaf for fall off. People calculating, I can read the thing which you write. Let me get it up here. Let me read the thing which you write. And you realize she ain't put much thought into it. She look like she don't put much thought into anything. You gotta get your mental faculties straight to be thinking straight, you know? I didn't want to deal with shit this morning because I said, man, hello, good morning.
Good morning. It's Critic.
Yeah.
Can you give me a number for your mother? I had her number and I misplaced it in my phone.
What you want with me, mother girl? You want to complain?
No, I
Me
want
mother can't beat me no more, you know.
Pardon?
I said my mother can't beat me. Even if you complain to my mother about me, she can't beat me. I'm too big now.
No. I want to speak to somebody concerning her.
Me
You
not
hear
understand.
me?
You want to speak to somebody concerning my mother? You understand English language we're talking? You want to speak to somebody concerning my mother? And who I'm speaking with? From where? Oh, all right. Let me WhatsApp me. I'm gonna send them to you. I thought they calling me mother for complain that your son is a menace to society. He making the opposition life uncomfortable. So here the finance girl. So she knows narcissism. To sit down and make a video by yourself is a narcissistic trait. In the day and age of TikTok and social media, what a world of narcissists we live in. Now here, this man, you got know. Here this girl. So she sent, dear editor, this is the editor of HGP Nightly News, and they would collect anything. They ain't got no time. It will be remiss of me not to respond to the garbage that came out of Lennox Schumann mouth in this post that I am sharing here. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Finance. I didn't know how you get the BS, the MPF, or what else you have. But the first paragraph is incorrect. If the post is to address that, then you don't have to say it would be remiss of me not to respond, because the whole post is to respond. So let me help you out, because normally me are the one who know for spell and write good. Contrary to popular belief, me just figure out things one time. Me not so bright like I am. Me not got BS to my name and MPF, and me not part of nothing like the AFC, PPP, or the PNC. But me understand when me read something. So in her first paragraph, she says, it will be remiss of me not to respond to the garbage that came out of Lennox Schumann's mouth in this post that I am sharing here. No, it's not remiss of you not to respond, because that is, the whole thing is a response. Is that an article you were writing and you infused a response into it, right? Just for clarity, ma'am. So you didn't need to put that. You just waste a couple lines there and a lot of your time. So Lennox Schumann, firstly, it takes a real high level of narcissistic traits to sit and make a video calling the AFC dead when you are sitting in a parliament after combining three parties' votes and still only managing to get in on the differences between the three parties combination did not attain the required amount of votes required for a seat. Oh, well, the first thing, ma'am, I must tell you, and this I learned from a gentleman by the name of Adam Harris, who's once the editor-in-chief and of Kaiju News, and another friend of mine, very close. He doesn't like me calling his name, but he, is be very disciplined. He said, "Critic, you do this thing this way, and this is the way you do it." Now, you don't use the same word, just one after the other. In this case, you could have used attained required amount of votes required for seats. You don't say required for seats. You could say needed. You could use a number of other words, but you don't use the same word twice just in the same sentence. Right? That's unfortunate that you have attained these BSs. Well, I think this is your BS coming out. It is obvious this is the qualification of a BS that you have behind your name. This is what's coming out here. So maybe, it's just you expressing your skill or limited skill thereafter. So she goes on to say, "Let me remind you that the party you represent, the LJP, represents 37% of a seat based on the votes you got. So the next time you want to run to the defense of your employers, the PPP, do so with humility that your votes count required." Now, Miss Finance, and I'm gonna call Lennox Schumann. I didn't want to call him before the Savita thing. I said this is just something I see, and I realize she's a bit out of her league. You see what happens? She's soaring high as an eagle. She's been told you can do anything you want to do and you could become anybody you want to become. She's soaring high in an eagle in pigeon land. We's pigeons here. We's the bright girl. Hello, good morning. A great morning to you.
Good morning. I'm just been calling you. I have a problem from we from the East Bar, and I'm calling for concerning the spot that I want to build.
You have a problem concerning a spot that you want to build?
Yes. The horse selling NDC, the chairman and the overseer. The newscast come yesterday and video, and I don't know what to tell the people. And they never put up the newscast last night. Till now, when I call the news, he ignoring me. He didn't put up the news.
No, but what is it worthy of being in the news with your construction? Do you have a house lot in horse selling?
Sorry?
Do you have a house lot in horse selling?
No, not a house lot. It's a place to build stands for me. You got people selling, and me want to build a stand to sell. Have
you received written permission from the NDC?
No, they didn't give nobody written permission to build on the resort because you have no stand there, and people not selling, and some people selling, and they got a spot. And they give me the stand Tuesday, Wednesday I go and buy the material and build. And when I build, the chairman come out and tell me not to build, that he gonna break it down. And when I go to bring the newscast, it was late. And yes.
No, but here, ma'am, hold up. I don't know if they have informed you, but what you're doing, unless you get permission, I don't know about what other people are doing. I'm speaking to you. You are telling me what you plan to do. Unless you get permission, and that is in writing from the NDC, that is signed off. Unless you get permission, you can't build anything anywhere. People don't just tell you build anything.
Who's the permission to build? They give me the stand to start permission.
Do you have a written document suggesting that the NDC give you permission?
Nobody gets no document to bail on the
Well, they have not given
result.
you permission. Don't worry with what they're telling you. You believe I could walk in on the road to somebody and tell them, go into your yard and pick something? I would have to have a transport for your yard. Y'all need to do things via the document process. So you go to them, you ask them what is the right way to do this thing, and you get it done that way. Don't worry with the run-ins. What happened there is a run-ins. You want to talk to somebody and somebody talk to somebody and they tell you it's okay. NDCs do not or should not. I can't say do not because they did do it with you. They should not operate in that manner. You understand?
I don't know.
No, well, I'm telling you, I'm informing you now. You should not participate in any act that is illegal. Once you go in on a land, and that land, most lands are controlled in Guyana. Lands are controlled by places like Nisil, Gaisuko.
This is squatting place.
It is
There
what?
on the resort.
What you say is what kind of place?
This is right with the NDC there when you come in on horse selling the last.
Yeah, but you say it's a squatting place?
Well, everybody bail and give everybody
Yes,
okay to bail.
squatting
People
is
go there and
illegal, ma'am. Squatting is illegal. Don't follow them. Follow the leader, get yourself in trouble. Go to them and tell them you want permission. You gotta get written permission. You understand?
Yes.
Roger, ma'am. We talk. Everybody want to do something in this country that is illegal and they don't know it's illegal. This is squatting. Squatting is illegal. The newscasting come for a run what story for said that you ain't get permission from the NDC and they don't. Jesus Christ, yeah, special. So let me read Ms. Finance's statement. Firstly, it takes a real high level of narcissistic traits to sit and make a video calling the AFC dead. No, ma'am. It doesn't take much time and energy to suggest fact. The AFC is dead. The AFC has a core group of members and have people like yourself, Shera Duncan, and a few others with their partisan, with their outside running and trying to create. The AFC have their own protesters. Normally, political parties have members, and then they have people, supporters, who protest and help them in numbers. The AFC had to take their executive now and make them the protesters, and simple as persons such as yourself. Yes, sir. The AFC is there. You don't have to be a narcissist to figure that out. Right? You don't have to be self-centered. If I was a narcissist, I don't even talk about other people think. I ain't interested in sharing nothing with nobody. You understand? So now, let me remind you, I skip a part, let me remind you that the party you represent, the LJP, represent 37% of a seat based on the votes you got. So the next time when you want to run to the defense of your employers, the PPP, do so with humility that your votes count required. She's saying, come as yourself. Now this young lady, I must say, beautiful young lady by the way, but I tell you, look smart in head smart, right? Look smart in smart. So this young lady is talking to Leonard Schumann, who's the speaker of this, deputy speaker of the House, by the way, and who slipped his foot into the halls of power by collating, forming a binder agreement with two other parties and getting in the door. This same young lady is part of a party that was just defeated. Them out the door, Schumann in the door, and she know who should represent who and how. Yeah. We got call Shimon for get a good laugh. I want to hear about the food. You understand? I want to hear about the food. How they eat up the food. Yeah? Now, when you listen to these things, you realize how these people so inept. They're clueless. This child take a time. Secondly, it is utterly shameful and unforgivable that you sat and repeatedly made references to eating lunch, knowing fully well of the racist narrative it is peddling by the PPP attempt to present Afro-Guyanese as hungry bellies. Just pull one instance of that. Anybody. The term hungry belly and low life are terms that I use in Guyana. Mikhail Rodriguez, better known as the Guyanese Critic. And it was never targeted at one race. When people act in a certain manner, I call them low life and hungry belly. I've called blacks that, I've called Indians that, I've called Amerindians, mostly thief man and people with low life and hungry belly attitude. I ain't meet no Chinese yet work at Carlo. And I know some low life and hungry belly Portuguese. You understand? They got a few. So, hungry belly people, such utterances are unforgivable from a man that spoke at the ERC forum against racism. This is a new low even for you. Now, the only time, the only people who can identify racism or have been able to identify racism and what racism means for the last 2 years is coalition opposition MPs. When they're the only body who know about racism is people affiliated with the AFC and the PNC. Nobody else knows about racism. Nobody else has been attacked and so on. No, nobody else. Right? Thirdly, it is sickening that you, a person who preaches democracy, would jump on a live to defend the fact that the gates of the ACCC was shut and the MPs who represent half of the, not half, y'all don't represent half. If you can't find 15 people for come protest with y'all, you're not representing half of nobody. And y'all know, y'all must be representing the half man, what are they missing for the 65 people? Y'all representing Shamo, Farmer Minister Shamo. Is he y'all representing? Y'all ain't representing nobody. Right? And finally, do not for 1 second think that we, the coalition, are trying to agitate our base. As we put it, in case you didn't know, let me tell you, the leadership of the coalition is doing everything in their power not to agitate their base, while you, through posts like this one, is doing everything you can to agitate the coalition base. Remember those few things the next time you make a post to agitate half of the Guyanese population. Honorable Jurita Finance, MP, MPA, BS, president of YFC, and executive member of the AFC. She just like these things, but I like the BS. And she got this smile like, look smart. Just look smart and they will believe. Guyanese would believe anything, just look smart. Perk up your lips. They would believe anything. Who would believe this is the face of a stupid person? Nobody would not believe that. If the Guyanese critic didn't come and explain it, people would have still already. Oh, is she a doctor? She's a scientist? She going to Mars? She's smart bad. She swallow bulb. Eh? She swallow bulb? You know when you go to school, some smart ones are who think the smart is like the swallow ball. Yeah. Me know what she swallow. But she thinks she bright by. Nobody brighter than she. Yeah, so Lennox the hay now. They got a picture with Lennox in the tree food. I cannot show this thing. Watch. Are we I must declare before I allow him to comment. No. You can't. I can't make up these things. I can't make up. Honest to God, I can't make up these things. Hold on. Hold on. I can't allow him to talk about the people in food. And I show he with these MPs serious with food, but they don't make joke. MPs don't make joke with food. Yes, and these people. Mm. Oh, let me get the picture. Man, show me your bad, your bad. Show me this I get back to them. They talking about food. Oh shit, I can't crap out this thing alone. The rest is this. Why this whole thing opening up? What kind of stupid thing is this? I can't do this to the girl and I ain't bring Shumon picture up. No. You can't get off it. You can't get. You get off. Oh Jesus. So let me get it for you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, critics.
Talk to me.
Yo, critics, why you think the man jumped the barrier? Somebody was standing on the other side with a bangle in his hand. You see the bangle? You see the bangle? That's why he was jumping it. There's the whole story. You understand? Later, goodbye.
Sure,
Bye.
brother. I ain't done with Patterson. Now give you a break, man. Give you a break. Give you a break. You think you make a mistake. You make a mistake there. And all you do is damage the pants and embarrass the whole opposition. So this is my bye. Oh Jesus Lord. So I don't know. I will call him and ask him if it's retaliation. At this time he was not the MP. At this time we were doing the recount. I do not here. This is Deputy Speaker. I was told that the Givey everybody collect the food and Givey for whole and they went gone and do something and so. But he's very protective of food. I don't know if this is the reason he felt offended yesterday when the MPs gonna eat up and gone back outside for protests. Right? I don't know if that's the reason. But he's very protective. He don't make joke with food. Here, the speaker of the deputy speaker is a serious man. The man don't make joke. Yes, you see the man there, whole lamp and them food bags. Yes, but I was told it's Josh Kanai and some other people collect. and give him the hole. But they catch in a bad way. The man, body, well, they had a tremor at that time. You thought these food bags would have fall off one another just like that. What were you doing? I will ask. We will call the deputy speaker of the house, ask him, what was he doing, right? Because we never really had an honest explanation. And now to know that he's gotten himself in another food fight. Deputy Speaker in food fight in Guyana. Yeah. Nada, you get. And they laugh. Here was the funny thing. Is he friends them, take out the picture. He and Al, no, this wasn't a Photoshop. It wasn't a Photoshop. It wasn't a Photoshop. He participated in it. He willingly participated in them take out the picture. When they post it up, making a joke about it, the thing backfired by he, and the blessed said, watch how this man behaving for food. Right? Me, I'll jump on the bandwagon. No, that was the truth. That was the truth. Schumann was there. Everybody collect the food and we just sit on gaffing and thing. I wasn't there. But normally we sit on the table with gaffing because this was nice stuff. Everybody get opposition get, the government get, everybody get, right? And he just securing people food, right? And he get caught in it by the post up he picture, right? Said what this man with. I mean, this is a nice picture, man. It's a nice picture. But we never got clarity. Now the man is speaking the house and getting a next food fight. We never get clarity. We need clarity. I think we need clarity to move on. And not. You can't watch Schumann, right? No, but and don't think, well, people send me the man, I got two nice tennis rolls, referring to the man cheeks as tennis rolls and that kind of thing, everybody looking at Schumann now and thinking of food, right? Yeah, you can't watch it seriously and not think that this guy, got tennis rolls, nice tennis rolls. Yeah. That photograph that you're seeing there is when Lennox Schumann was operating out of the Recon Center. So it was a joke between the boys. I think is one of them Anok boys took out a photo and he posing with the food. And they take it and put it out of context. You gotta get a laugh. You gotta get a little laugh. So I was telling you about the young lady. So she's talking how Schumann got to consider they slip in the door. And they had to walk the plank. The PPP MEC. Imagine two major parties in the country. The PPP MEC they walk the plank. This young lady now, with a serious face, telling Schumann about the little what he get for slipping the door. And she forget the big margin what they get thrown by. Schumann slipping by 35%, 37% his placement in his party. But they get thrown out by 15,000 votes. Well, his party even make up, they lose big. She's saying, Schumann, she recognizing that they lose big. She know where you win small. And fail to recognize that they lose big. You know what I'm saying? I can't make up these things. You guys see the girl face. The girl got a bright look. Good morning. She can also write the letter to Freddie Kisoon. Oh, Jesus Christ. Freddie Kisoon will destroy even to his soul. That's why I don't write nothing to Freddie, for Freddie cuss me, but me writing and me grammatically incorrectness and that kind of thing. Not me. Yeah, and I want to show you the thing, like, I am smart. You got to position yourself for show that you're smart. Strike a pose for show that you're smart. I want to show you the picture, which you're looking like you're smart. Oh, babe, look smart, not be smart. No, look smart. I understand your feelings. I understand your feelings. What's your smart position? And she right here know she's not smart, but you know, she ain't taking chances. She's making herself front and center. Every opportunity she could get. Yes, and what's your position? I like the thing, the intellectual look. I like it. I like the intellectual look. So this is the young lady who penned the letter of confusion. If you were confused with why the AFC lose, why the PNC and the AFC now is in opposition and they're jumping fences and that kind of thing, you gotta read this your letter addressing the Deputy Speaker of the House. You gotta read your letter. Yes, sir. Don't be surprised by the smart look. You should have rolled your eyes in your head while you're taking out the picture. It would have been more interesting. Professor, I don't have a clue. If you think what she got the she name. She got more thing to she name than an anesthetic. Yeah. She make the fine print. When them GMO drugs look like joke. MP, MPA, BS, YFC she's a part of, an AFC, and she just anything. Yes, sir. When you meet she, ain't take nothing for she get appreciation for you. Just say, she said, hi, how you doing? Who are you? I said, GC. Right there, she said, I want to be associated with you. Use GC. Hello, good morning. Yeah.
You should run for some political office, you know.
Who's a?
You.
For the say I eat and out the food. Listen to me. When I went to the media brunch, partner, me don't know how to pick up them thing this. You understand? Me don't know how to put thing in my plate. Me put a little bit and me don't eat all fast. Me say before they take out the picture with me and set me up. Now me frightened bad. These politicians in ET, easy. You understand? I can stay out here, man. Somebody got the outside there do the work.
I still think you have more potential inside in the office, you know what I mean?
Let me see what going on in the future.
Please, you got me both.
Roger that.
All right, then.
Yeah. Oh God, Brian come and he watching the girl good looks. He come watching the girl good looks. That's what telling you look smart, not smart. Oh Brian, that is offensive. Oh. No, but in the smile, that's not a smile, it's a smirk. In the smile, you know, yeah. She get highly turned on by Don Stuggs. That's the only reason she was doing the foolishness with them people. Anytime I meet her, I said, you know me, as the GC. Right away, it's link up. We have to link up. It's a song, buddy. It's a song. I ain't able nobody call me a narcissist, a racist, or any other cis. I might be a cis, but the government, I like cancerous cis. Oh Lord. So, what I want to talk about seriously and then I'll go to calling the Deputy Speaker of the House for get some clarity, and you guys could call anytime you want, is if the president is reaching out to all the people in the country, and those people fail to reach out to him, and in tune in their lives they fail, what then say you? Who you gonna blame? If you following people like Patterson, what jumping fence and doing bear madness, if you following people like Christopher Jones, Sherrod Duncan, Fagera from Linden, what done got their pocket full, they got everything. And now they created confusion and asking you for coming in the melee. For people start looking at you bad. If you following them and you fail in your life, why are following failed politicians and you're left in a woman who make a little mistake with you? Or left in your man because he make a little mistake? Why is that? But you continue to follow. A girl give a little blow or a man give a little blow, you left in him. But you continue to follow politicians that are living failures. Oh, my mama, man, how me end up so? Where else is this? How me end up sideways? Oh, my mama.